Welcome to today's news wrap up. Let's dive right into the top stories making headlines today. President Trump has pledged to investigate Capitol Police Officer Michael Byrd, who fatally shot Ashley Babbitt during the January 6th protests. Byrd was cleared of wrongdoing after an internal investigation has since been promoted and awarded a medal. This dude got awarded for killing someone who was just trespassing. Trump expressed his administration his admiration for Babbitt, describing her as an innocent victim, and criticized the handling of the case. The Babbitt family is pursuing a $30 million wrongful death lawsuit against the U.S. government, with settlement negotiations currently underway. These developments have reignited debates about accountability and justice in the aftermath of the Capitol protests. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene questioned NPR CEO Catherine Marr and PBS CEO Paula Kerger during a subcommittee hearing scrutinizing their previous statements and organizational practices. Greene criticized Marr for her past remarks about President Trump and accusations of widespread racism in America, challenging her commitment to free speech. She also questioned both executives about alleged violations of the Communications Act and the use of taxpayer funds for controversial programming. Greene emphasized the legal and ethical obligations of public funded media outlets while warning of potential fines or prison time for non-compliance. The discussion highlighted broader debates about media biases, free speech, and the role of public broadcasting. I say we get rid of it because I was reading another article that said that 87 of their board members are Democrats. So where's the representation? There is no conservative or Republican representation. They need to go. We need to stop funding it. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin has proposed a budget amendment to withhold funding from counties identified as sanctuary cities, particularly targeting Democrat-led areas like Fairfax County. Fairfax is one of the worst areas when it comes to liberal ideas or progressive ideals in Virginia. Sanctuary cities are defined as municipalities that do not comply with immigration and customs enforcement requests to detain illegal migrants. Youngkin argued that this measure is necessary for public safety and aligns with the state's stance against sanctuary policies. Critics, including Fairfax County officials, claim the amendment could defund law enforcement and undermine local decision-making. The proposal reflects ongoing debates about immigration enforcement and the balance between state and local authority. President Trump issued an executive order focused on strengthening election integrity, emphasizing the importance of fair and transparent processes. The order enforces the requirement that only U.S. citizens can vote in federal elections and directs actions to assist states with maintaining accurate voter rolls. Measures including prosecuting election crimes, ensuring compliance with federal laws, and preventing foreign nationals from influencing elections. The order also rescinds Biden bucks, which funded voter outreach under the prior administration, and mandates federal agencies to report on compliance within 90 days. Representative Jasmine Crockett has faced backlash for her remarks about Texas Governor Greg Abbott referring to him as Hot Wheels during a human rights campaign event. Y'all know I covered that yesterday. She claims the term was about his migrant busy policy, but past social media activity shows she used the nickname before the policy began. Crockett had previously liked and reacted positively to comments mocking Abbott with the same term. Abbott, who uses a wheelchair due to a spinal injury, has been the target of such remarks before. Crockett's comments have reignited debates about political rhetoric and respect in public discourse. She's a disgusting, disgusting individual. During a Senate Judiciary Subcommittee hearing, Democrats argued that government censorship during the Biden administration was either non-existent or justified as a means to combat foreign disinformation. It's ridiculous. They claimed partnerships between government agencies and private institutions like Twitter were aimed at addressing violations of community guidelines. However, critics pointed to the Twitter files, which I got a whole playlist of the Twitter files y'all can check out to keep y'all apprised about what happened with all of that, which revealed efforts by the intelligence community to influence social media platforms and suppress stories like the Hunter Biden laptop case. These revelations have fueled debates about the role of government in regulating speech and the potential misuse of power to target specific narratives. The hearing highlighted ongoing tensions over free speech and the ethics of censorship. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., serving as Health and Human Services Secretary under President Trump, is advocating for a ban on pharmaceutical advertisement on television. I'm all for it. I am all for it. You know, 75% of the revenue from these mainstream media outlets come from pharmaceutical advertisements. He argues that these ads manipulate viewers emotionally rather than providing genuine health education, often leading patients to demand specific drugs from their doctors unnecessarily. I mean, think about it. Why would they advertise these drugs for regular people? You know what I'm saying? Like, they can go out and get these drugs. They got to get it from a doctor. But Kennedy highlights the financial influence of Big Pharma on media, noting that nearly a third of ad minutes on major news broadcasts come from pharmaceutical companies. I've seen higher. I heard upwards to 75%. But he compared this proposal to the 1970 ban on tobacco ads, emphasizing the need to prioritize public health over corporate profits. While critics cite First Amendment concerns, Kennedy believes the government has a substantial interest in regulating misleading pharmaceutical marketing to protect consumers. The initiative has sparked bipartisan discussions about the ethics of drug advertising and its impact on healthcare decisions. Van Jones expressed strong criticism towards Democrats' attempt to adopt a tough persona, highlighting examples like Representative Jasmine Crockett's insensitive remarks about Texas Governor Greg Abbott's wheelchair use. Jones described these efforts as desperate, relying on profanity and crude attacks to mimic former President Trump's bold approach, which had resonated with voters. And that's it. All she does is curse and yell and lie. She's playing the role of an angry black woman. I don't know why she think that's going to work. But he called for accountability among Democrats, suggesting their strategy of intimidating Trump's tactics was flawed and unlikely to succeed. They're just turning people off. Jones also noted that Republicans were capitalizing on these missteps, portraying Democrats as out of touch and ineffective. His commentary underscores the ongoing challenges faced by Democrats in countering Trump's influence while maintaining voters' appeal. Lastly, 75 days after the devastating Palisades fire, Los Angeles has approved only four building permits for reconstruction, sparking frustration among residents and city officials. I mean, this is par for the course. You know, Democrats overregulate you. You can't build a sandbox without getting 15 permits. It's crazy. And remember when Mr. Slickback. I'm talking about Gruesome Newsom. The governor said he was going to roll back some of these regulations so they can build. Whatever happened to that? He's too busy on his podcast, running his mouth rather than fixing California. But Council Member Tracy Park criticized the slow progress, highlighting systematic issues despite Mayor Karen Bass's executive orders aimed at expediting rebuilding efforts. Bass's measures included debris removal coordination and streamlined permitting, but residents remain dissatisfied with the pace. Critics, including Council Member Monica Rodriguez, questioned the decision to allocate $10 million to an external consulting firm instead of empowering city departments with recovery experience. The situation has led to economic losses and a recall effort against Bass, reflecting widespread discontent with the recovery process. Well, that's all for today's news wrap up. Stay tuned for more updates and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.